Hello everyone, welcome to Detailed Hurricane Look at Discussion, guys. Guys, I have some footage from the volcano eruption that happened today, and also if you hear any coughing whilst I'm doing the hurricane update, it's because I'm sick still, so please subscribe. Again, let's get right into the video.
Sí,
Mándame
ahora te las mando.
ya la casita de ahí donde está, ¿no?
Hostia, la onda expansiva, cuidado los oídos,
Everyone, welcome to Weather Alert channel, guys. Guys, we have a lot to talk about, such as, first of all, the volcano eruption in the Canary Islands, which I have some video footage that was taken today by somebody in the Canary Islands where it actually exploded larger than what it was yesterday. On the days before, that's the first time when it ever exploded. Guys, guys, and guys, this is the current Atlantic season, guys. And guys, look at this. We have some tropical storm Theresa and Hurricane Sam, guys. Guys, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. So let's look at. Now, if I was to click on any of these, like Victor, they wouldn't show up anything because they do nothing but dice. Let's take a look at Sam. If you really want me to show you how to get it, but all of the information on it so that you don't have to be switching from web page to web page, let me know down in the comment section below. I will show you in the video on how to get this app. You don't really need to do it however you want to do it. This way. So this is a satellite imagery of Hurricane Sam. As you can see, Hurricane Sam is very small, but it has an eye already. Oh boy. The worst thing, if wind shear does attack this, that's bad news. Bad news. Guys, if you don't know how wind shear works, if a storm gets impacted by wind shear or dry air, which I think later on in our lifetime we'll get impacted with some wind shear, with some dry air. Not enough to break it apart, but dry air to weaken it a bit. Because I'll show you why, and I'll show you soon and later on in the update. If there is any changes, I'll let you know. As a well-deformed eye, it's only a stage 3 on the city scale of threat to land because it doesn't really expect it to be a threat to land. But let's get right into the storm graphics and where it could possibly go. Okay, now guys, this is Sam. It already has an eye. The worst thing that this storm can do is weaken. Because if this storm weakens, that means that a bigger wind field. Windstorms usually, sorry guys, windstorms usually weaken. They usually, when they usually reach strength, and they usually have a bigger wind field. Excuse me. Guys, I'm still getting over this cold or whatever this is. Guys, so sorry if I coughed. But guys, I didn't want to really, I didn't know why. Today when I was recording the video for you guys to give you an update that Hurricane Sam has formed, I kept on coughing and coughing and coughing. It just didn't want to let me record. When I stopped recording, it just said stop coughing. But Sam has maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. And guys, we only have 2 more names left on the list. before we go on to the Greek alphabet. Well, there might be a new alphabet because of some names from the Greek alphabet being retired. And it's moving at 14 miles per hour. As you can see, the wind field is sounds very, very tiny. So, if it does weaken, we will see it. But now, is it a threat for the Bahamas and for the Leeward Islands? The Leeward Islands should not let their guard down, but the Bahamas, you should be on the lookout. If anything, you should be on the lookout too. Because it's too early to say whether this track here is right or not. The people now the National Hurricane Center is saying that they're gonna jump the curve and they're gonna say it's gonna curve. A lot of models are showing that, but with storms in the past, you've seen that all of this can change as time goes, as the storm moves, as different features built in. All of this can change. All of this can change. And has the possibility of tropical storm force winds. Now, if you live in these areas right now, you should preparing start preparing for at least tropical storm force winds, if not hurricane force winds. Because when as time moves on and the storm reaches closer to you, you can feel some impact, maybe some rough surf, maybe some gusty, maybe some gale force winds, or maybe tropical storm force winds. The possibility of hurricane force winds is very low because it only stands like the tropical, because the wind field is only 50 nautical miles and 40 nautical miles. Like I said, if it does weaken a bit, it has the ability to get a bigger wind field. But as it strengthens, the wind field can also increase too. Now here's the surface wind field, guys, and this is very small. Now here's the time frame by Wednesday, 8 a.m. in the morning, which will be in the morning time when you get up to go to work. That's when the arrival of tropical storm force winds will happen. Now, surface wind plot isn't showing up, but let's go here. So looking at and it is very much warm water to support development. And also, I believe that this warm water will extend all the way up into the areas with 25 degrees Celsius waters and 21 and 24, because that can support tropical development. I think that will extend as far as that too. Now guys, this is the track in which it will take. The model intensity guidance shows that it couldn't possibly reach Cat 5 size category 5. But I'm expecting it to reach a Cat 4 for now. But a Cat 5 is not out of the question. This is the 18Z run of the GFS track to show where storm can possibly go. Now this here, the black line is an outlier to show where it go, but as you can see, some of them still say, you know what, it's gonna take a straight up go. So this is why you don't jump them on the needle and say no, it's gonna miss you, because by all means, all of this shit can change. Now here is a detailed track of where the storm should pass through, but now here's the microwave. As you can see in the microwave, it's showing that storm, that Sam is either it has an eye or it's developing an eye. Now, and as you can see, Sam is oh my bad, so guys. As you can see, Sam is in a very light shear environment. Even and so is Teresa. Teresa is somehow in a light share to medium share environment, but she's not bad. Now this is the wind share. Sam is in a light wind share area. Up until even if she goes up to the Bahamas, she still has quite a no wind shear, little to no wind shear up to where the Greater and Los Angeles are. She still has no wind shear to deal with. Now this is the richest volcanic satellite velocity. Yeah, now the reason why I said that Sam could weaken a bit was because of the dry air. Because of the Saharan dust, the dust. And as you can see, dust is ahead of Sam, not ahead. It's enough to weaken Sam to the point that she can expand her wind field, possibly. As you know, smaller storm. If a small storm weakens and it has a big wind field, and has a small wind field, it can expand, have a big wind field. Now this here is the water, the Pacific water, the Mountain water, and by no means Sam is carrying a lot of water with her. And so guys, I think that and I think that we're gonna do a quick go and check out the quick outlook. Now, the quick outlook. So this is Teresa, and guys, just looking at this model for September 22nd through September 28th, it shows that the Atlantic will be very, 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 very busy. And from 29th to October, we still will have a lot of busy. We still will be pretty much busy. Pretty much a busy Atlantic. So this is the upper level wind patterns that can potentially steer Sam. Now, because Teresa is there, subtropical storm Teresa is there, could that potentially influence where Sam goes? Could it take it to the Bahamas? Excuse me. Could it take it up to the East Coast of America? That's something that has to be seen. Now this is the morning moisture, and as you can see, Sam has plenty of moisture to work with. So that's by no means Sam has plenty of moisture. Now it says tropical weather. Look, National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories for the north and subtropical storm. There is about 150 miles north of Bermuda, so it's 150. Excuse me, miles north of Bermuda. And now we gotta take a look at. Now we just gotta keep an eye on Sam. Sam is something to look at. Teresa is not something to worry about. But Teresa is going to impact where Sam goes, because anytime you see storms like this, they ended up impacting where different storms go. They can do Fuji wall effects. If Sam and Teresa was to meet up and do a Fuji wall effect, that means that can end up rerouting Sam to. Either Sam can eat up Teresa, or the possibility is that she might end up changing the path and send it to Odyssey or to the Bahamas or to wherever. This is why I tell you to keep an eye out on the hurricane Teresa. Even if she does become extratropical or post-tropical, that can affect where potentially Sam can go. By no means. That can cause the patterns to change. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, peace, and I'm out.